All right, it's your boy DJ Bishop. I'm going to talk about how to install a. What I went out and got is let me get this thing. I went out and got the Samsung Pro, Samsung A40 Pro hard drive, solid state drive. So I mean, I pretty much already did it, but I'm gonna kind of go through the steps real quick. I'm gonna make it real short and simple. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. You probably do the same thing. This is my workstation here, so kind of bear in mind it kind of stained a little bit, but who cares? I already took my hard drive out. I'm just kind of show you how small and thin these things are. It's real thin. This came out of my laptop. I got a Mac 2009. 2.8 gigahertz Core Duo 2, and it had 500 gig hard drive, so I went out and bought a 512 gig SSD drive. And then also what I bought was this thing here. This thing is a SATA hard drive, and the reason I bought this is I opened the box, I took out the solid state drive, and then I put the solid state drive inside of this deal here. It's like just an encased enclosure. So I just hooked it up like that, and they got a USB port on the front here. So I hooked it up, just put it in there, and it was like a little mini external hard drive, right? And then I went to I went to CNET and download this thing called Clone Grabber, Clone Grabber. And that's just a program, and it just clones your hard drive. You can use whatever clone program you want to use, but I used that one, and it took me, I had a lot of stuff on my hard drive. I had already 250 gigs of junk on there. So I didn't clean it out. I just kind of went with it. And it took me that thing took 3.5 hours to clone my drive. So it just got done. So what I did now is I took actually this case here came with this little tiny screwdriver. It's a real small, skinny little doohickey here. And what I did with that is I went and pulled all these screws out. Now, yeah, once you clone your drive, you take it out, you put the drive to the side, kind of like that. I just set it on the side there. And then I flipped my Mac, shut my Mac down, took it off, and I took all these little screws out. Now, I like to leave them right where they at. I just put it right there, and that one's going to come out right there. And then I just kind of went around and removed all these little screws. All of them. Let me back out so you can kind of see, but it should be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these right here, 7, 8, 9 are long screws. So you get 3 long ones, and the rest are like really tiny, itty bitty tiny screws here, like real small, so don't lose it. All right, so once you get that done, it's already been done, but I'm gonna just kind of go through the process again so I can show you. So I took it off, opened it up, and then that's the solid state in there right there. You got fingerprints on that, huh? But that's the solid state right there. It's a real tiny drive. I can't pull it out because I already locked it down. But once you take this thing out, I need to wipe this down. Let's see. Let me get some tissue and wipe that down a little bit. Clean it out a little bit. It's a little dirty in here. All right. Anyway. Once you get that, oh man, this is kind of, sorry about that, but yeah, that was kind of irritating me when I look at it on the video. All right, so once you get all the screws out, you take the lid off, then you're gonna take, come on, focus now, focus. All right, you'll take that screw out, that screw right there, and then this little hatch will pull off, right? You pull this little tab off. And then you go over here and you pull that screw out, and let me pull back that screw. So it's 4 screws total. 1, man, my hand's so big on this video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real easy. Just pull all 4 of those screws out. And then when you pull the screws out, you can't really just yank the hard drive out because this thing is in the way. This little tab right here is in the way. So you gotta kind of, this hard drive, like, let's put it back right here. This is what it looked like, kind of. I'm just gonna set that back on top. So it looked like that. And once you get it, you pull this tab and you pull it this way. And you pull it a little bit, and it'll be connected. It'll be connected to this cable right here. It's a cable in here. this little thing right here, it's a cable. It's a SATA cable, right? So don't break the cable. When you lift it out, just kind of wiggle it. Like grab one end and just pull it out right there. Like you just kind of, let me get my hand, and you just kind of grab it and just kind of pull it a little bit. And once you get it a little bit, then you could just wiggle it on off. Don't break it. If you break it, you're done. You know, you're gonna have to buy a new one, because then Mac is not gonna sell you another SATA cable unless you're a computer tech guy. You know how to solder, because the cable is connected. The cable connects and it hooks up to all this stuff right here. And unless you know how to do that kind of stuff, then I would advise you don't break it. Oh, I see some more dust here. Get that dust cleaned out. All right, anyway. So you just wiggle it, and then you just slide it right on back on there, slide it back on there, and then once you slide it on there, put it back in place, and then you screw them all back in. Screw all 4 back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Real easy. Simple. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I forgot something. Once you take the hard drive out, it'll be some little screws attached to the side. It's 4 of them. Sorry. It's 4 little bitty tiny screws. They're on each side of the hard drive. Let me get in close so you can see that. See those holes? It's 4. It should be. It's 4 screws attached each side. You take those screws out and you put them inside of the SATA. See, if you look, I don't know if you can see that, but up underneath there, it's little screws in there, and they kind of just slide in the holes. You just slide them in there, and that's what locks the thing in place. And this thing sits on top. Let me see, man. This thing sits on top of the screws, so it locks it down, and then these 2 screws slide up underneath there, and it locks it down. Actually, these 2 things are the same thing when I'm looking at it, but this thing comes completely out, and this one don't. So there you go. So don't forget to put the 4 screws off of your old Mac hard drive onto that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with this thing is I'm gonna take my old Mac hard drive. We'll be careful not to knock the screws out, and then I'm just gonna take that and connect that to my old Mac deal here. So let's see if I can do that with one hand. Can't really do this with one hand, but I mean, you get it. Just kind of just doing this with one hand. That work? Yep. So I just connected that. Look at that. Just connected that right on there. And one hand, I'm good, you guys. And then I'm gonna take this thing and I'm gonna slide it right on in there. I'm gonna slide it in there in the casing. So that makes it external. So now I don't like how that shakes around in there though. I don't like how that shakes, but well, it's not shaking too bad. But these 2 little tiny screws go into this thing here. So now I got external hard drive plus a backup. If this thing ever crash, I can back up all my data. So let's put that back over there. So since this is all done, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna put this back on top. Put this back on top. So everything's back on top, and I'm gonna lock the computer down. I'm gonna lock it all down. Now when I downloaded another program called what is that thing called? Man, what is that thing called? Hold on a second here. Let me see what this thing is called. This thing is called a disk speed test. It's called man, what is this thing called? Hold on a second here. Well, it's a thing called disk speed test. It's called I guess it's disk speed. I'll let you look at it right here. This thing right here, disk speed test. And when I ran this disk speed test, I got like right here like 58, and over here was like 40 something. I mean, it was barely moving up the needle. I mean, it was so slow. I was like, wow. And you could download this thing off Apple Store. I think it's called Disk Speed. I downloaded it before I got out of there, before I did this project. So that's it right there, Disk Speed. And I got it from this guy here, Doc Rock. I mean, I was watching his video, and I kind of saw him do that, and I was like, let me try it. Let me test it before I actually actually do this deal here. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna put the screws in. I'm not gonna show you guys, show me doing it, but I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna throw all the screws in and I'm gonna come back and then see how it goes. So hold on. Okay, I got everything connected. So let's pray together. Hope this thing boot up. So I got all the screws put back in. I'm gonna turn it on. So hope this works. Fingers crossed. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. It's still taking a minute. Man, I got a feeling this is not gonna work. Just got a feeling this is not gonna work. Getting pretty scared. Oh man, this is not gonna work, folks. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh man, I'm so nervous. Oh boy, you wouldn't even believe how nervous I am. Let me see what this program is while this thing is going. Let's see, it's still going. This? Damn, stuck in there.
There you have it, folks. The MacBook Pro is now fully assembled, and let's take a look at the new SSD.
Hold on, I'm listening to somebody else's video.
Blackmagic Disk Speed Test.
Okay, that's what it's called, Blackmagic Disk Speed Test. All right, well, look like everything is here. Let me put in my password. Let's see here. You can look at my shoes here. That's it. There you go. There's DJ Bishop right there. Everything is there. How cool is this? How cool is this? Holy smokes. Got it to work. Uh-oh. Oh, we don't care about that. Let's see if that application, I downloaded the application. Let's see, it's called, Blackmagic. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. Where's the Apple Store at? Oh boy, let me see. Where's my Apple Store? Okay, I want to download this app. So then after, I'm gonna see how fast this thing goes. You guys gonna witness it with me. It's called Blackmagic Disk. Yeah, right there. Blackmagic Disk. So I'm gonna get this now. Install app. Let's see here. Dang, what is my password? Let's see. Hold on. Can't let you guys see it. Look at my shoes again. What the heck is my password? Oh my God, I just forgot my password that fast. Dang, I might not even remember it. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. I just put the password, I just changed my Apple password and forgot it already. Let me pause it till I figure it out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the glare, but geez, I couldn't even remember my password. I download stupid Apple iTunes. I mean, I went to the Apple Store. I couldn't remember my stupid password. I just thinking I didn't write it down, and I got such a terrible memory. So what I did was I hooked that old hard drive up. So that's it right there. Hooked it up, and then I just grabbed the app off of there, and then there it is. So it's called Blackmagic Speed Test, and I can't turn the light off, so this is what we got to deal with. So let me test the speed. So let's, like I said last time, I got to about right here with my regular hard drive, right here. So let's see. We're gonna do this together. Let's see what we do. Holy smokes. That thing is rocking and rolling. Wow. Now that's good. Whoa. Wow. Holy smokes. Let me look over here. Jeez, this thing is way faster. Holy smokes. I'm gonna upload the picture with this video, so I'm gonna take a picture of this as well. Wow. So there you go, folks. Man, this thing is a whole lot better. That's crazy. This thing was only like edging, like it was like only getting to like right there. It was like barely getting like 50. And over here the same thing. And now it just shot up. Wow, that is amazing. Holy smokes. All right, there you go. So get yourself one of these. Yeah, this thing is the truth. Samsung A40. Should have got the 1 terabyte, but you know, I didn't want to go too big, because sometimes you go too big, you have problems. So there you go. And then I just hooked that up. That's that external right there. Hook that right up in there. So there you go. I gotta do something with this countertop. By the time now I see this next video, I'm gonna do something with this countertop. Probably stain it or cover it or varnish it or something. There's been a lot of stuff happening on it. It's like my work desk here. DJ on it. Sometimes they occasionally eat on it. You know, the whole nine. So there you go. Job well done, if I have to say so myself. So any comments, if you can run into any problems, definitely shoot me a comment, and then I'll help you out with this installation. But it's fairly easy, so you ain't gonna have to worry about it. Simple as pie. All right, thanks. Bye.